Tanner, and I am live in the PZTV studio. We're getting ready to talk about amber, which, my friends, happens to be my absolute favorite fragrance note. So today, and this week, you are in for a treat. I can't wait. I've been working on some recipes this morning. We've got all the things to talk about. But before we really dive into this, I gotta say, it is really happening around here and buzzing. There's so many amazing things. In case you missed it, we are celebrating 14 years as a company officially on Sunday. So we've got lots of fun stuff happening, and then some. So that's going on. And then if you've been thinking about the opportunity to join us, I was going to leave it in there. It's okay, but thank you. Yeah. If you've been thinking about the opportunity to join us, now's the time. We started that yesterday as well, so you can actually join the company for $1. So all kinds of good stuff happening as you are tuning in. Hey, Sherry. Hi, Peanut. Hello. Say hi and let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what's in your warmer too. I always like to know what you guys have going. I have really trying to embrace the fall vibes. And of course, pumpkin bread is my ultimate favorite. Well, that and flannel blanket, which happens to be one of the fragrances that we're going to talk about today. And so I've been using both of those. And I got to say, I did some blends this morning. Dana and I were kind of in there messing around with some of my sprinkles and coming up with some different things. And that pumpkin bread still is such a winner in my book. But we're going to talk a lot about amber today, which is not in pumpkin bread, and then some other things as well. So, hi, Teresa. How are you? Hi, friends. Keep on coming on in. Yeah, happy Tuesday. Looks like Pink Zebra Home is up in the house. I'm going to move this camera up just a little bit. I feel like I'm ducking down. So, hold on. I'm going to move me up so that I'm not, it's probably, you know what it is? I've got my extra tall shoes on today. That's exactly what it is, because I'm not normally this tall. So I just realized that's what it is. I'm seeing it myself now on the camera, over on the Book of Faces. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Laura. You get me in the real and raw, just so you guys, there I am. I felt like it was short. And I'm like, what is happening? It's because I have on my tall shoes. So, alrighty. Good to see everybody. Hey, friends on TikTok. Good to see you. And looks like we've got people tuning in from pinkzebrahome.com. Definitely always say hi whenever you hop on. Thank you, Laura. I love the video of y'all dancing. Oh my gosh. You know what, Dawn? I suggested this morning. We were talking about that dancing video. And I suggested that we do that again. I feel like we need to do that. Really, for sure. Tall girl. Yeah, I know. I've got my tall girl shoes on today. My Freebirds, Shannon. I got my Freebirds on. Sporting them. So the dip, we dip. They did say, too, that this morning some of my coworkers are like, I don't want to hear that song anymore. I'm done. I don't want to hear it anymore because we've been playing it over and over again. So, hi, Kathy. Thank you for sprinkling me out there. Man, do I have some good recipes, though, today. We've got so much to talk about and then some. So, I want to just kind of tell you guys, give you a little bit of feedback or a little bit of history, not feedback, history on where this all came from, the behind the scent. This is something we've been doing now, I think, maybe about 4 months. Taking a certain fragrance and actually diving in and doing, I do know you love some Freebirds. Thank you, Kathy. Diving into that fragrance. And so, like I said, this week happens to be amber, but I think it's good to kind of know, where a fragrance comes from and why, and then what's good to blend with it. And if it does have any benefits, just to kind of a little bit of maybe, education, so to speak, on the fragrances. And I've learned a lot throughout this whole process, more than what I even realized I could learn. So it's definitely amber is your favorite. It is my favorite too. And I especially love a good amber fragrance mixed in with some sandalwood, which is what I've got today. We're going to do thank you, Dawn. We're going to do so much blending. I worked hard on these recipes, but then I thought we would do a little off the cuff blending. I kind of had some fun with that last week where I don't have anything planned. We'll just take a certain fragrance and we'll build off of that. So get your notepads out today because we're going to do some blending and we're going to talk about some things. I also want to talk a lot about the fact that we've got some really great promotions going on right now. So we will definitely do that. Hello. Hi, Amber. You love the dance. Thank you. When are they coming out with the entire lane of amber and oak? Oh, Tony is already on it. Is that not a fantastic fragrance? So yesterday, in case you missed the Scent Flirt show, That was one of the products that actually went live on the website in the room spray that we talked about yesterday. And I gotta say that I used it for the very first time in my house last night, and it is a huge favorite of mine. So definitely really good. I hope really soon, Tony. I hope really soon. History always shows that being a part of Scent Flirt, well, I want to plug this for a second because this is why it's so important. Being a part of Scent Flirt gives you perks and then some. And I would say one of those perks is getting to see sneak peeks before they typically launch out. So that amber and oak is, yes, it is so good. And you know what's so intriguing? I don't have it in here, but I'm going to do this off of memory. I know that there's a sweet leather note that is at the very beginning of that. Correct me if I'm wrong with this. And then I know it's got amber, and then there's the middle note at the very tail end, but I think the middle note is a wood. Is it oak? Is it the oak? Or I can't remember the exact middle note with that. But when I read the description of that, I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to feel about it. I knew I loved amber, which is what we're talking about today. But that leather is so pretty, and it just encompasses everything. And so that was one of the products in the Scent Flirt that I did yesterday. Yes. Okay. So if you love amber, then you definitely need to experience that amber sweet tobacco. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. So yes. Okay. Okay, so sweet tobacco, it had a leather, didn't it have a leather? Was it sweet tobacco and then, what are the notes in order? Sweet tobacco, night blooming, that's what it is. Thank you. Sweet tobacco, I said leather. I don't know why I had leather on the brain, because leather and tobacco kind of go, okay, never mind. Sweet tobacco, night blooming jasmine, and then vanilla amber. Yeah, in that order. Thank you, Shannon. Very, very pretty, right? Yeah, you got the spray? Yeah, it's available on the website now. Like, definitely go grab it. Yes. I had a candle years ago that was black tea and amber. Oh, I bet that was fantastic. I bet that was fantastic. I really love anything amber that I can get my hands on. And it's so interesting, like what I have learned. Hi, Jerry Casperson. How are you today? Good to see you. What I've learned with amber, not only do I love to smell it like in home fragrance, but I also love to wear it. So, you know, if you've ever been to a perfume shop where, you know, a higher end perfume shop, you can actually take like quizzes or, you know, I've actually done this, but where it tells you like your scent category, like what, you know, basically what your fragrance type is, which is kind of, if you ever get a chance to do that, I would highly encourage you. And every single time, amber is always number one. I do like vanilla in my perfume as well, and then sandalwood. So I always know if a fragrance that we come out with here at Pink Zebra Home has any of those three. Vanillas, I'm kind of, you know, particular. I'm good. Thank you for asking. That I'm going to love it, right? So it's just the little things that we learn and then some. Kind of gives you some direction when you're looking for like a new perfume or a new, you know, a new fragrance. When a new fragrance comes out, you know, typically if it has amber, then you know you're probably going to pick up on that the most because it's your favorite. It's kind of a safe way to assume. I mean, for me anyways, if I see that it has amber, I know that I'm always going to love it, right? And one that I think will throw you for a loop, let me just, while we're talking about this for a second, because amber also, it mixes really beautifully with sandalwood. So today I actually grabbed some Holiday Home, which happens to have that sandalwood vanilla, right? That second note is sandalwood vanilla. We're going to take this and we're going to do some blends with this one as well, because this is definitely one of those fragrances that complements amber. So we got definitely a lot of mixing to do today. We're going to have some fun. So I want to hear from you all too. If you guys, as always, you never know when something might happen, right? When I might do a giveaway. If you are placing orders, let me know in the comments. Okay. Let me know. So you never know, why, you know, and then some. All right, let's get started. I want to give you some education, and then I'm going to introduce the 4 bag bundle. And then thank you for that. And then we're going to get going. All right. So, amber, let's talk about amber in general. It's not a singular ingredient, right? It's a fantasy accord crafted in perfumery, which is where I first picked up on it. It's usually made of resin, benzoin, and vanilla or tonka. Okay. All right. So what do we know about vanilla? I just said vanilla and tonka definitely. That tonka also has that warm smell to it. We talked a lot about tonka in the last couple weeks. It's warm, resinous, slightly powdery, and subtly sweet, like a golden hug in a fragrance form. How fun is that? That's a great way to describe it. The name comes from ambergris, a substance from Wales once used in a high-end perfumery. However, modern amber is 100% plant-based or synthetic, okay, but cruelty-free. Amber evokes cozy, sensual, golden glows. It's perfect for autumn and candlelit rooms, but I also want to call out the fact that amber, because it can be mixed with like lots of different things, you're going to see me take it and make more of a clean fragrance with it. Then we're going to go like the route that I just showed you and introduced you, where we do it with like Christmas blends, like more Christmassy, and then more of a warm, different, ways that you can take it. So it's so interesting. I love all this. The word amber originally referred to fossilized tree resin, the kind that you see in Jurassic Park. If you watched that movie. Let's see here. The Greeks actually believed that it had sunlight trapped inside of it, and a Roman woman wore it as a talisman. Amber has always been associated with protection, warmth, and energy, and it's commonly found in high-end niche perfumes as a base note because it does hold on to its fragrance a lot longer. All right, fun facts, right? Thank you so much for the gifts. You guys are so sweet. Happy Taco Tuesday. Well, happy Taco Tuesday to you too. Sherry's talking about the amber and oak. She said, I sprayed the cloth part on our car seats before we took an hour-long ride, and when we got to our destination, our clothes smelled like the amber and oak. I bet you did smell good. That, I could see wearing that as, I wouldn't suggest it. Obviously, we don't wear a room spray, but I could definitely see wearing it as a perfume because it's a nice fragrance, definitely. Its scent profile actually stimulates the limbic system, which governs memory, emotion, and stress, which is kind of fun. So many amber blends, including the tonka bean, which contains coumarin, a compound that enhances emotional well-being. So lots of ways that we can blend it. Today we're going to do it a lot with vanilla. We've got obviously sandalwood, patchouli, amber, and citrus. That's very unexpected. We could do, actually, I didn't grab citrus out of, maybe we'll do citrus tomorrow. That'll give me something to do tomorrow. Besides talk about that incredible vault show that I'm definitely going to talk about tomorrow. Maybe today. You never know. You never know. Okay. All kinds of fun. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you today. All right. And then amber and woods like cedar and sandalwood. Okay. So lots of fun stuff. There is no secret, though, that anytime we get a fragrance here, it would make a great addition to the body line. Like we say, send that in ideas and feedback, because I think that would be gorgeous. I do. Yeah, as a body lotion, it would. Send that in ideas and feedback, you guys. That would be a really great addition. Yes. How are you guys? Let's see here. New consultant. Oh my gosh, we have so many new consultants. Welcome if you are new. I'm so happy to have you. I'm Beth Hanner, and I'm live every single day, Monday through Friday here, right here, typically in the PZTV studio. So lots of fun stuff to talk about today. All right, so let's talk about this amazing bundle. If you are just tuning in and never have seen this before, this is a steal. And I'm going to tell you why. I put these together, and there are 4 different bags in this 4-bag bundle. So this is a blend. There's 4 amber fragrances in this, and we're actually going to use these to curate our recipes today. But the first fragrance happens to be my absolute favorite, one of 2, for the fall, Flannel Blanket. Gorgeous fragrance, so pretty. Hi, Marky. Good to have you today. Flannel Blanket has notes of luxurious sandalwood, white musk, and warm amber. This is like comfort in a bag. It smells so good. I have so many fond memories of this fragrance. It just makes me happy. So we're definitely, I feel like anything that I blend with this, because I love this fragrance so much, is always something that I love. So we're definitely going to do that. You tried to add to the cart trailer and was told there wasn't enough stock to add to cart. What did you try to add, Marky? Was it the 4-bag bundle? If it's the 4-bag bundle, I'll have Pink Zebra Home check that. I do not think it's sold out. So definitely stay tuned. We'll get that figured out, okay? And I'm glad that you're here today. Stay tuned. I've got you. All right. Midnight Moon has notes of amber, crisp air, and evergreen. All right. Best part about this bundle, too, and has anyone else had an issue with it? Just out of curiosity. You love the flannel blanket diffuser oil? Okay. Yeah. I've got Pink Zebra Home monitoring commentary, so we'll check that for you. So stay tuned. this is $40, this bundle that I'm talking about with the warmer. Okay, I'm not exactly sure which one you're referencing, Marky, but I tell you what, was unable to add to cart yesterday. Okay, we're gonna have to check that then. So I'll have them check that. I can't do that while I'm live, but I'll definitely have them check it. Yes, says not enough Midnight Moon in stock. Huh, okay. Well, Lazy Lodging and then Winter Woods are the last 2 bags that are in this. Lazy Lodging has notes of aromatic wood, ice lavender, and amber. Probably another fantastic fragrance if you've not experienced this as well. Hi, Paul. Really, really good. Really good. And then last but not least is the Winter Wood. So again, another amber and sandalwood blend. Golden amber, cedarwood, and sandalwood. Very, very pretty. And we're going to do a lot with that one as well. So let me just shoot over a message real quick and just see where you placed an order. What did you get, Shannon? That's awesome. Let's see here. I want to see and make sure that that's not a glitch because we just launched that yesterday. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, we got somebody on that. So we're definitely getting a lot of questions on that bundle, so stay tuned, okay? All right, let's dive into this. So we're going to take these 4 bags and we're going to do some blends. I'm going to start off, this is called Fall Spa Day, this first one. So I want you to think when you experience, hi Linda, this amber in this format, it actually has 2 fragrances that have amber in them. This is more of a fresh fragrance. I agree with you. Sugar Cookie Bliss and Fireside Vanilla. Absolutely. Those are 2 really great fragrances. So we're going to start off with some Lazy Lodging as our first fragrance. And then I'm coming in strong with my favorite flannel blanket. And then every single time, it never fails, when I'm at the spa, if I want to relax, I encompass lavender. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't feel like I'm completely relaxed without lavender. So this is our non-amber fragrance, but lavender does blend really pretty with amber as well. So your notes in this are lavender blossom, creamy vanilla, right? Remember, it does blend with amber, and then white woods. So Relaxed Lavender Vanilla has been around for a really long time. Definitely a very, very pretty fragrance. If you're somebody that loves lavender, I would encourage you to grab it up. It's such a great fragrance. This here is a carton of sprinkles. Here at Pink Zebra Home, we have 2 different formats, cartons and bags. So a carton is going to give you about 16 ounces of fragrance time, or 16 ounces, and then versus 3.75 ounces in a bag. 384 hours of fragrance time, I believe, in that 1 carton. So you do save a little bit of money, hi Connie, purchasing in a carton. Then we're coming in strong with the flannel blanket, and then last but not least, I'm going to do this Lazy Lodging. All right, so like I said, this one is called Fall Spa Day, and I want to call out how gorgeous is this simmering light too. I'm obsessed. I think this has to be one of the prettiest crackles that we've ever had. So this is the Autumn Ombre Crackle Simmering Light that launched on last Tuesday's PZTV, and I think a couple of you were actually talking about how beautiful this is because some of you have been getting your orders in. Probably one of my favorites. The silver still holds my heart, the silver crackle, but this one is a close second. So if you've been thinking about getting something, getting a simmering light for your collection, definitely add that one up to cart. Has anyone that is watching received this? That's okay, Debbie. I'm just glad that you're here today. Anyone received this simmering light? I'm just curious. All right, we're going to make a bag of this. If you are placing orders, let me know in the comments. You can't add the amber bundle. Okay, we are double checking that for you. I promise you. So stay tuned, Marky. We will get you. Okay. It might just be something that we have to just switch in the back end. Sometimes accidents happen. So we'll definitely check that out for you. All right. So this here. All right. That's perfection. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the colors in that. Look at the colors. So pretty. If you're looking for something serene, Meredith, how are you, girl? Good to see you. If you're looking for something serene, something fresh, this is going to definitely tap into that. What I think I love the most about it is that the Lazy Lodging, actually, the second note that's in this is the lavender. So this fragrance definitely ties in together. When I'm doing my blends, just FYI, I will take, isn't it, Shannon? It's so pretty. I will take a look at all of the fragrance notes that a certain scent encompasses, and then I will call out certain ones. So, for example, I knew 2 of these fragrances had amber. 2 of them also had lavender, and then we also had some vanilla that we threw in the mix. So I kind of just did this off the cuff this morning at my desk. And then, of course, I named it. And I'm actually pretty proud of my name with this one. Now listen, I'm not always the best at naming these. So that's why you guys are here, because you guys are really good at naming them. All right. You got it. Somebody signed you up to join your team. That's so exciting. Can I repeat it? Yes. We have Lazy Lodging. That's what I'm in right now. I have Relaxed Lavender Vanilla, and then my third fragrance is the ever so amazing Flannel Blanket, which is definitely a must. And so this is going to go in somebody's package. I am calling this one Fall Spa Day. So if you get it, awesome. Definitely always have a good chance. If you've never received one of these, this is called, this is a bag of sprinkles here, and I always drop these in your bags. So when you guys are placing orders and such, this is just kind of a little thank you. That it's all on random. So if you do place an order, sometimes you have a good chance of getting one of these bags. In fact, I think we should do some kind of, we haven't done this in a while. Maybe if we can get some likes up in here. I know if you're on that platform that can create likes, if we get some likes, if we can get to 15K pretty quick, like within 10 minutes, you think we can do it? I'll double my bags. Deal? Deal. I made the deal. You guys, we're going to do it. We're going to do double bags today. You just ordered the Amber bag, the Amber bundle? Awesome. Okay, so it must be up and ready then. Is it up and good now, Sandy? Did you just order it? All right. All right, we're going to continue on. Keep your comments coming and let me know if anyone received this simmering light. If you, definitely. Here goes nothing. What do you mean here goes nothing? Oh, you're tapping. I love it. Definitely. I gave out samples from, oh, good, Tracy. That's wonderful. Hi, Patrick. How are you? Good to see you today. It's been a long time, my friend. All right, so we're going to move on down, and I'm going to talk about this beautiful little simmer pot right here. And I'm going to tell you guys, right, that I did some snooping this morning. I'm going to do it. The blend that I'm going to do next is called Fresh Snow. So this is, again, probably one of more fresher fragrances. I'm going to utilize this Winter Woods, and then I'm going to pull in some Midnight Moon to this. And then the third fragrance that I'm going to pull in is Aspen Pine. So this is going to be, for those of you that like a good winter blend, this is going to be that. I want to call out, though, if you've been on the fence, yesterday I talked about the fact that Scent Flirt, I did the Scent Flirt show, okay? And Scent Flirt is amazing in itself because, you know, that's our monthly subscription that we have here at Pink Zebra Home. If you've been thinking about joining Scent Flirt, this guy right here is for it. You get it for free when you do a 6-month subscription. If there are only like a very small amount of these left, and then we flip to another simmer pot. If you are wanting this exact simmer pot, I would go after that 6 month because it probably won't last the rest of the day. I'm just saying, it is kind of one of those things that if you want it, you definitely need to go get it today. Today, don't sleep on it because it probably won't be there tomorrow because there are a very small amount of this left. And then we flip to another one. That Aspen Pine, wow, does that smell good. That smells so good. So I don't know if any of y'all been thinking about Scent Flirt, but the rumor has it that that deal on this gorgeous black marble simmer pot is going to be sold out before too long. And then it flips to a new one. So just saying, I'm giving you guys the inside scoop, right? I do that a lot. So, all right, we're going to start off with some Midnight Moon. You love Aspen Pine. You ordered, what did you order? I love it. All right, so Midnight Moon, that's our fragrance from their fragrance bundle. It's got your front note with this one is amber, crisp air, and then evergreen is what so that is the route that I was going with. This was kind of more of the evergreen, you know, fresh type Aspen Pine with black cherry. You know what? Take some Aspen Pine and some black cherry. Those are both too good. And I'm going to elevate your mix. Okay. Aspen Pine, black cherry, and Farmhouse Cider. Country Christmas, thank me later. Write that down. Aspen Pine, black cherry, Farmhouse Cider. I'm telling you, do it. I think I've given you guys that recipe before. But I call that, I already lost it. Farmhouse Christmas? Is that what I called it? Is that what I said? I think that's what I called it. See, I already forgot because you guys are, hi Carmen, how are you today? Good to see you. All right, yeah, definitely do that. Country Christmas, not Farmhouse Christmas. I was in Farmhouse. Oh my gosh. You're welcome. So definitely do that. Hey, Amanda Lynch, what's up? You signed up for Scent Flirt? Oh my gosh, I did. I did smell pink pineapple with it. Yeah, look at the colors. Okay, before I even smell that, look at the colors in that. Isn't that gorge? So pretty. We got it? All right, just saying. All right, yeah. So Aspen Pine Black Cherry Farmhouse Cider. That's a bonus recipe today, so I'm all full of bonus recipes. Country Christmas, absolutely wonderful. That right there. Okay, so what we could do with this, honestly, I think if we wanted to, this is perfect the way that it is. Midnight Moon, Winter Woods, and Aspen Pine. We could take and add in some flannel blanket to this. I think a little bit of Fireside Vanilla would be pretty with this. Really what I want you guys to kind of encompass and embrace is when you're blending, there's no right or wrong way. Anything goes, right? And so this is one of those recipes that I think if you just like a fresh, what am I calling it? Fresh snow. If you like a good winter blend, I honestly think this would be for you. But you're definitely going to call out the amber that is in this and the pine, the pine with the aspen pine. So we're going to do a bag of this so that I can give this away. So when you're placing orders, definitely let me know. Hey, Julie, do we do it? All right, fine. So I'll do double bags today. I think I can do that. So is anyone grabbing Scent Flirt today? I'm just saying that's not going to last long. That black marble simmer pot, I love it. I think it's so sophisticated. I do. Sophisticated is a perfect word for it. You know, here at Pink Zebra Home, we have two different types of warmers, simmer pots and simmering lights. Just personal preference. They both work the same. I mean, whatever you want, whatever fits your decor. I have both in my home. I use both for decorating. I don't really have a preference. I think that the simmering lights are probably maybe a little bit more my jam because they're a little bit more decorative. But this guy, you know, I would put that in my home as well. I just really love like that right there. If I join Scent Flirt, I am member of Scent Flirt, but if you join Scent Flirt, if you're not already in it, that's a Scent Flirt exclusive. Absolutely beautiful. So definitely one. Let's see here. If you ordered 2 of the Scent Flirts, will you get the same thing? Yes, I believe so. I think it's the same simmer pot. Did you ordered 2? Did you mean to do 2? Let's see here. The blend reminds him of the Hamptons. Your partner loves aspen pine with a little bit of sea salt and vanilla. How about that? You know what, Marcia? I actually grabbed sea salt and vanilla because it has sandalwood in it. So let's, we could actually do that blend. That's kind of fun. Let's do that. We'll do that here in a minute. All right. So definitely one to make. I really, really like this one. So Fresh Snow, Winter Woods, Midnight Moon, and Aspen Pine. I'm going to throw that in somebody's package today. Lots of fun. So, alrighty. Let's leave this Aspen Pine. I'm going to make her suggestion because I did grab the sea salt vanilla. I told y'all it's going to be full of recipes today. So let's grab in, we're going to put this black marble down here and we're going to pull that guy in. Absolutely gorgeous. Such a beautiful simmering light, by the way. Let's do that. She said aspen pine and sea salt vanilla. Let's see what we can do. I want to see what this smells like. Like I said, I grabbed it because I thought, you know, it has that sandalwood note in it. So I wanted to see kind of what it would blend well with and then some. So you ordered 6 months when the pumpkin scroll. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Hints for the vault show. Sandy, I'll tell you what. I'll probably be full of a lot more of them tomorrow. But I do think if you're itching for some, not all, if you're itching for some Christmas fragrances, you might want to tune in to the Vault show. Not all Christmas, not all, but there are going to be some Christmas fragrances on there. Any new surprise sales this month? Oh, well, I can't share that, Gwen. They don't tell me those things. I'm not exactly sure, Sherry. Are you still seeing issues? So we're going to do a blend of sea salt vanilla and then aspen pine. This one came as a suggestion. I want to see what it smells like. I'm sure it's going to smell really good. 2 fresh fragrances. This is sea salt and vanilla. Shannon said, I'm ready for some Christmas. I love it. Sea salt and vanilla, marine tide, sandalwood, and orange. Okay. You know, I know it's going to be good, actually, because I pulled it to blend with. I love this. Yeah, they don't tell me all those things, Gwen, because then they know I share with you guys. No, I'm kidding. I do share a lot though. We'll be doing it tomorrow. You'll be glad you did so many sneak peeks and exclusives. That's right. I love this fragrance so much. It is, this started off as a Paisley pick. It's okay, Gwen. I do share lots. Scent Flirt subscription. Laura ordered Scent Flirt. Woohoo! Yay! Awesome. Be sure that you should see that black marble pop up in your shopping cart. If you don't, you definitely need to make sure that you do the 6 month. That's for that 6 month. And then there's only so many left, and then that flips to the other one. So I just wanted to share. I think it was like dwindling. Like I said, I don't think that'll last till the end of the day. So if you've been thinking about joining Scent Flirt, you definitely don't want to sleep on that. Okay, because then it flips to the other one. And the other one's just kind of cute too. You're still gonna get another simmer pot, but I definitely don't want you to miss out. This is amazing. So pretty. So pretty. So sea salt and vanilla. I have never done this blend before. If you have the means to make this, awesome. Okay, good. Definitely go after this. This is a gorgeous blend. Sea salt and vanilla and aspen pine. Very, very pretty. Thank you for whoever suggested this. I think this was Marsha. Marsha is watching over on pinkzebrahome.com. She just gave me a really good recipe. So sea salt and vanilla and aspen pine. No amber that is in this, however, has sandalwood. So I brought this fragrance in because it has sandalwood, and sandalwood mix is really amazing. So hi Shelby, what's up girl? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. We're going to continue on doing some more blends. The next one I've got for you is called Fall Feels. And again, if we don't get through all of these today, I do have a ton that I'm going to be giving you tomorrow as well. So you guys know I'm going to be giving you the recipes. We're going to pull out Lazy Lodging. What I'm blending from is, this is the 4 bag bundle that I'm hoping, if it's not up and fixed right now, that it will be soon to order, because it's absolutely amazing. And then I pulled out some certain fragrances. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one, that I knew would kind of pair up well with this 4 bag bundle. So if you're tuned in and you are wanting to kind of watch and shop, the easiest way to do so, you should be seeing this pinned up to pinkzebrahome.com, is to head over there, and then you can watch and shop at the same time. So no blending board today. The only days that I do the blending board are typically vault days. I do one about once a week. Vault days, and then primetime shows, which are the Tuesday night shows. So I will have one on Thursday. So I'll have one on Thursday full of all this stuff. All right. So I've got 3 fragrances in this blend. My first fragrance is Lazy Lodging, which has your aromatic wood, ice, lavender, and amber. Amber's at the tail end. Second fragrance is Luxe Comfort. Luxe Comfort is another fragrance that has sandalwood. So that's why I picked and paired this up. Cashmere Vanilla, okay? Creamy sandalwood and sage. And then I picked the ever so amazing Autumn Sunflower. Now, Autumn Sunflower actually has amber wood as a second note. So fall leaf, amber wood, and then smooth white floral. I'm calling this one Fall Feels. So this is going to be probably more of a fall fragrance without the cinnamon. I think sometimes a lot of us, we love that. Like if you just love a fresh fall fragrance, you can only watch. I moved here to listen, shop, and work. That's so fine. I love it that you're here, definitely. Hey, Cindy, how are you today? Good to see you. All right, a customer at my event the other night blended Pink-tastic and Sea Salt Vanilla. That, I actually grabbed Pink-tastic as well, because it has amber in it. So I think I have a blend that we'll do here in a little bit. That's a really pretty blend. Joyce said she tried Lumberjack, Fireside Vanilla, and Rustling Leaves. Ooh, I bet that was good too. All right, so we're gonna go in with some Luxe Comfort. Again, sandalwood fragrance. I love sandalwood and amber anytime I can blend it. And then for this fragrance here, this again is my amber based fragrance, Lazy Lodging. Lazy Lodging, you guys went crazy over. It's definitely one that if you love amber, go after it. It's very pretty. 4 bag bundle would be the way to go if we can get that up and running. And then I'm going to come in with that Autumn Sunflower. So there are 3 fragrances in it. Every time I make a blending bag, unless I talk too long, it typically has 12 scoops of sprinkles in it. Just FYI. So when you're blending, that's what you need to go after. So, all right. Luxe Comfort, Autumn Sunflower, and Lazy Lodging. Home run. So good. This is called Fall Feels. Feels, F-E-E-L-S, or you could say Fall Fields too, whatever you're wanting. I mean, we have Fall Fields in Illinois. Definitely. Pink Zebra Home, it's whatever you want, you guys want to name it. Yeah. Sea Salt Vanilla is awesome with pink pineapple. I bet. That would be good. How long does the Scent Flirt, so Scent Flirt is always ships on the 25th of the month. So if you were to order Scent Flirt today, the 6-month subscription, it would ship on the 25th of this month. I do know that the black, like I said, the black marble simmer pot, it's okay, is going to be shipping to you with your first box is the way that it should do. So, all right. Fall Feels, Lazy Lodging, Luxe Comfort, and Autumn Sunflower. Just a very, very fresh fragrance. So when you make this and mix it, that's exactly what you're going to get is a good fresh fragrance. All right. So how do you guys feel when it comes to amber? Am I flying solo on this, or are you guys lovers of amber fragrances as well? Who out there loves amber? It's definitely top of my list for favorites. I definitely love it. It is a must in my book. All right, so let's see. I just did some Christmas ones. Okay, let's see here. I got 3 more. All right, so next up I want to do just a traditional blend. This is a 2-batch. I like to give you guys two fragrance blends sometimes too, just so it's, a little bit more simplified. There's definitely, I ordered on the 27th. Yes, you will. There's definitely, this is, I would say, a simple way to do so. This is called Cozy Up. So we're going to take some Luxe Comfort and Flannel Blanket. It's the 2. I've given y'all this before. I love amber, says Marcia. Me too. I love some amber and sandalwood. Okay, then I'm in the good. Is Caramel Latte a Christmas scent? I would say Caramel Latte is probably a fall-ish. Fall, maybe Christmas. It could definitely. Yeah. All right. Amber, mahogany, cashmere. Me too, Mia. I do know you're like, yes, I know, Shannon. It is so pretty. So Cozy Up. This is a must for you amber lovers, hands down. We could elevate this and take it a step further. I'm the messenger in this situation. That's the saying, don't shoot the messenger. I think if I wanted to totally elevate this, if you have any of this fragrance left, Cashmere Cedar, I think it would level this up. Okay, but because Cashmere Cedar isn't on the website, that's why I said I'm the messenger here. I don't want you guys to shoot the messenger. But your Cashmere Cedar with the 2 of these, I think would be really pretty too. Cozy Cashmere Crystallized Amber, and then Warm Woods, just as a suggestion. So if you have that, that was just a fun little insert idea, and then some. So amber, lots of people love an amber. All right. So two fragrances here. Luxe Comfort is definitely a close second behind that Flannel Blanket. I feel like it kind of has more of maybe a summer type feel. A little bit of a lighter fragrance than the Flannel Blanket, but both very, very complimentary of each other. And they mix really, really well. So this is called Cozy Up, is what I'm calling this. Cozy Up. It's just 2 fragrances. And why it works, you love some cedar. I know. If you have cedar, Cashmere Cedar would be really pretty in this. Luxurious Sandalwood, White Musk, and Warm Amber again. And then what makes this one different is that this has got your vanilla. Your Luxe Comfort has vanilla on the front. You could also add in some Fireside Vanilla to this. I think would be really pretty as well. But actually, this is pretty perfect by itself. Wow, I love this fragrance so much. I just think this has got all the feels. It's got my vanilla, it's got my sandalwood, and it's got my amber. It's got all the things that I love in a good, fresh, serene fragrance. Fall Field smells nice. Nice, good. You just ordered the Simmering Light. Isn't it gorgeous? So pretty. Yeah, that's a Scent Flirt exclusive. So that's that cool kids club I was talking about. So once you join Scent Flirt, then you have access to exclusives. This launched last Tuesday. In case you missed it, definitely go. That is the absolute gorgeous, most prettiest Simmering Light. So pretty, very elegant. I could see that in a dining room. I think that's exactly where I would put it. So all right, so that one, Cozy Up. Definitely go grab yourself some of that. Just 2 fragrances. If you love Flannel Blanket, then you'll absolutely love Luxe Comfort. This is a must as well. Lots of different things that you could do with it. Well, you know what? Just for grins and giggles, we're gonna make. I want to do that blend and see what happens. So I just suggested this. Now, like I said, if you wanted to elevate it and do Fireside Vanilla, would be really pretty with the two of these. But we're gonna do that Cashmere Cedar because I want to see if it calls out more amber. So this is Flannel Blanket, Luxe Comfort, and then Cashmere Cedar. If you do not have Cashmere Cedar, I think Fireside Vanilla would be very pretty as well. Would actually complement the vanilla. So you see kind of where I'm going. One's going to pull out more amber because it's got then, you know, a lot more amber in the fragrance, and then the other one would have more of the vanilla. That's kind of how I went that. What was in Cozy Up? Flannel Blanket and Luxe Comfort, Tracy. Just two. So I suggest I get a Beth bag to make my order complete. The power of suggestion, Veronica. Definitely never hurt anyone. All right, so this is Luxe Comfort, and then I'm going in again. I'm going to use the end of this Flannel Blanket in this bag. And then the last fragrance that I'm going to add to this is Cashmere Cedar. So somebody's going to get this in their package. Okay, we're going to do that. And then Cashmere Cedar. I just love this Cashmere Cedar, and I know it's gone. So like I said, don't be sad. But there's lots of things that you could definitely complement it with. We're going to do 4 scoops of that, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit more of that Luxe Comfort. So very, very good. Name this Cozy Up Baby. I could. Okay, that right there, I'm going to just make everybody sad. This right here, that's the it recipe. That's what did it right there. That is really good stuff. Okay. So, Cashmere Cedar, Flannel Blanket, Luxe Comfort, that's a bonus recipe. Fireside Vanilla would be perfect in it. Amber, I saw somebody say Amber Rose. Amber Rose was a nice amber fragrance that we had. And actually, I feel like that Amber Rose had a lot of good fall feels. Definitely some good perfume vibes to it. That was really pretty. I forgot about that one. Okay. I wanted to pull out something different for this next one. I need to run in my office and get more flannel blankets. So I'm going to run right in. Luckily for you guys, because I wasn't planning on using all of it, my office is right there. I'm going to run right in there and I'm going to come back, right? So I'm not going very far. I'm going to walk and talk and see if I can find my flannel blanket because it's right there on the bottom. Okay. So flannel blanket, again, is in the 4-bag bundle, right? So here's my carton. That way we can make this next one. So I wanted to take this said amber fragrance, right? This happens to be my actual favorite fragrance that we have. Hi, Ted. How are you today? Good to see you. I wanted to take Flannel Blanket, and I wanted to show you, though, how we've been doing a lot of fresh fragrances, how you can blend it with a said apple fragrance, and it actually changes it, right? We also I have Flannel Blanket as well in mixed in with some Holiday Home, which is another route. Maybe we might do some of that tomorrow. All right, so I grabbed something mind-blowing, Poisoned Apple, okay? All right, you could use any other fragrance, apple fragrance if you, I picked this one though because it doesn't have as strong as cinnamon. But if you're a huge cinnamon lover, then you definitely could go with warm apple pie or even candied cinnamon apples. This is absolutely amazing though. When you pair up like sorry, I'm getting excited. A fragrance like Poisoned Apple, right? That's right here with this flannel blanket. It's incredible what it will do. So we're going to just use a scoop and a half of each, and I'm going to actually blend in this beautiful simmering light that I have here in front of me. So I got Flannel Blanket and Poisoned Apple. Again, if you don't have Poisoned Apple, you could go after Warm Apple Pie. I think cider would probably be okay. Witch's Brew would be another one that you could probably do. You could do Wicked Apple. And that is perfection. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so this is a great example, like I said though, of how you wouldn't think that amber, because everything that I've been telling you about amber, how it's, perfumey, it's warm, it actually has more, a little bit of that warm vanilla, smell, all of the fragrance notes that encompass amber. And then I threw in some apple, and it's like we just totally changed it up. That's what I love. I love Flannel Blanket too, Thomas. I tell you, that's what I love though the most about amber is, again, And a lot of fragrance notes that we blend here at Pink Zebra is that they just can go so many different ways. And if you think, for any reason whatsoever you can't blend, you're wrong. Okay, you're totally wrong. So I'm going to challenge you guys as you're learning to blend. You love cinnamon. I don't hate cinnamon. I don't typically use cinnamon by itself. But in this situation, I didn't want to call out as much cinnamon because I was worried, just FYI, that it would take over the entire bag. So this is just poisoned apple and flannel blanket. You could name this anything you want. I mean, and that's kind of the fun part too. I'm not going to name it because it takes me forever to think about what I want to name them. And then I don't typically name them good names. I'm just saying, stick to what you're good at. And I'm good at blending. So you guys can name this one. Lori Pulley here. I just placed an order during your live. What did you order, Lori? That's so exciting. Hopefully something good. Are we getting close to selling out on that scent flirt? I bet you we are. I'm just saying. Because that simmer pot's only going to last so long. Yeah, you name it. Whatever you want. Pink Zebra Home is in there in the comments. They, definitely. I did warm apple pie and flannel blanket in my camper over the weekend at a race we were at. And people could smell it outside the camper. I bet, Heidi. I bet. Oh, I love this. This is good. So warm apple pie and flannel blanket would be, very, very good as well. But I just wanted to not call out as much cinnamon in this situation. Like I said, I love cinnamon, but sometimes it can overtake a recipe. So you just have to be mindful of that when you're blending it. So very, very good. Apple and flannel blanket. Who would have thought, right? Definitely. Like I said, though, it goes with everything. Flannel blanket comfort. Apples and blankets. See what I mean? We're just not going to let Beth name them. I'll mix them. You guys name them. All right. Poisoned apple and flannel blanket. All right. Let's keep talking about what I've got here in front of me because I've got some good stuff. All right. Ice fishing hut. How intriguing does that sound? We're going to leave out flannel blanket for this one. So this is another fresh fragrance. Again, I did a lot of fresh blends. Maybe tomorrow I'll probably do some more warmer fragrances and then talk about some of the fun things that we might see on PZTV on Thursday on the Vault Show. I'm excited. Who's excited for the Vault Show? I ordered your black marble warmer and another warmer. I really did not want to miss out on that one. I know. Okay, well, you won't, that's good. You won't miss out. So this is actually, let me clarify. So if you've been thinking about Scent Flirt, then this is the free warmer that you get in Scent Flirt. It won't sell out in general. I'm sorry if that's the way you took that. I mean, I'm glad you got it. It's always good to grab it because you never know how long it will last. But for the Scent Flirt promotion, that's what I meant, that it won't last long. So definitely, yeah. I'm doing good, Brittany. You can't wait? I know. It's going to be good. That would be a cute name, Sherry. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Okay, flannel blanket, lazy lodging, okay? This got two more. Winter Woods. So this is your 4-bag bundle, and then Manly Man. Now, I'm going to admit something. So I've had lots of fragrance recipes called Ice Fishing Hut. So I'm going to call this one Ice Fishing Hut 2.0. Okay? Maybe 3.0, but I think it's 2.0. I think last year's there was a fragrance that was in it. I think Frozen Lakes was in it last year. I don't have Frozen Lakes. So I'm tweaking this recipe. So we have, which we can do, right? So I have Lazy Lodging, Winter Woods, flannel blanket, and then Manly Man, because I think I typically think of men. I mean, I'm sure women could go ice fishing. I don't do ice or fishing together. But we're just going to call this, we're just going to go with Manly Man. So Manly Man, nice, fresh fragrance. Sneak peeks? I don't have any sneak peeks today. None today. Manly Man, and then flannel blanket, Winter Woods, and Lazy Lodging. Ice Fishing Hut 2.0. Also the Sand Simmer Pot. Awesome. Good. You got in on that. That's good because that's a cute basic. Ice Fishing Hut 2. There we go. 2025. That's perfect. Or Lazy Lodging, Ashley, is available in that 4-bag bundle when they get it up and running. Yes. Hey, Jackie Markley. We were just talking about that Amber and Oak room spray. Isn't it fantastic? I loved it. I sprayed it in my house when I got home yesterday afternoon from the gym. And it was like, I put it in the living room just to experience it in there for my Scent Flirt. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. And then let's talk about that pear and morning mist. All, you know, those two items, mind you, too. Pear and morning mist and amber and oak room spray, both available to purchase. If you've been thinking about how much you love them, if you're a Scent Flirt member, those went live yesterday to purchase. So just definitely don't sleep on that. And then some. So, right. Back on the block. Thank you for the likes. You guys are so sweet. I'm going to be doing extra blending bags because you guys are fantastic. Fantastic. All right, here we go. Ice Fishing Hut 2025 or 2.0 or whatever you want to call it. But I know I've had an Ice Fishing Hut before. Sometimes, you know, that happens when you make a certain recipe. You might have to change it up a little bit because of availability on a fragrance. I know we've all had to do that. And that's kind of the fun part about Pink Zebra. If you have when you're creating a recipe, if you kind of decide, you know, your base fragrance that you want it to have, like whatever it is that you would want. Like for example, in this situation, I know Flannel Blanket and Winter Woods and Manly Man are always going to be around. So this was the only one that I had to make an exception, was the Lazy Lodging. So it's just kind of like a safe bet here. Winter Woods is always a seasonal return every year, as is Flannel Blanket. Whoa, okay. Yeah, that pear and morning mist is incredible. I like this a lot. Very fresh, very pretty. Manly Man, Flannel Blanket, Lazy Lodging, and Winter Woods. Go make this because this smells delightful. Delightful. Winter Woods, and I just did this one, like I said, this morning. I just made this shift here. I'm almost positive it was Frozen Lakes that I had in my last one because I liked that Frozen Lakes a lot. We're going to use the end of my Lazy Lodging. Okay, that's sad. I'm going to have to go get more. It's a good thing I got another one of those bag bundles in my office. We'll do it. We're going to do it tomorrow. Cozy Lodge. Cozy Lodge was good. I think Cozy Lodge made a return on a vault show. So I don't know that it's going to come back again, but okay. That's really making my nose happy. Very fresh, very pretty. If you're looking for a nice overall fragrance, this is what you want. Very, very good. Very good. I got to take a second and get a drink of water. So what's in y'all's warmers today? This morning I put in, all right, now I'm going to forget what it was. We were mixing with pumpkin bread. So I did pumpkin bread, cinnamon pumpkin, and harvest cider. That's what I have going in my office right now. Definitely one of those that you want to make too. I know, Mia. The colors really do it for me too sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, wow, that's really good. Let's leave this Winter Woods out, and I'm going to give you guys another really solid recipe here before we hop off of here. Tomorrow I'm going to be back. Pumpkin waffles, Peony Garden. What'd you buy, Sherry? That's exciting. Let me see. So exciting. And I know Shannon said she placed an order as well. All of y'all have been ordering. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on anyone. Last Campfire. Winter Woods is what we're going to start with. And then we have Fireside Vanilla, right? I've been talking about that one quite a bit. And then probably one of the prettiest fragrances that I think we have that started out as a Paisley pick, Rustling Leaves. All right, so this is the Amber Superstar in this recipe. But your Rustling Leaves is a very intriguing fragrance. It's very fresh, like the Winter Woods, but it has notes of aromatic leaves, crisp autumn air, and sprinkling woods. And then your Fireside Vanilla is perfection, in my opinion. Very pretty. Smoky vanilla, bourbon, and woody cologne. And then we're going to come in clutch with the Winter Woods, which is like I said, the amber fragrance. I am calling this one Last Campfire. Last Campfire. Very, very pretty. Sherry said I put beachside vibes in Winter Woods. Ooh. Rustic log cabin in the living room today. Fresh air care. Rustic fireside and frosted pine cone. I bet that's pretty, Sherry. It must be cold where you're at. Is it cold where you're at? I'm struggling to embrace more of the winter fragrances because it's still like yesterday, I think it was 92 today. Today it's not quite as hot, maybe 88. Still kind of warm here in Houston. So I'm still kind of struggling to embrace these Christmas recipes right now. Farmhouse cider, pumpkin cider, caramel apple. Ooh, that sounds good, Margot. I got the bundle and a couple bags of frosted pine cone. Well, okay. All right. I think this is going to be a home run, though. Rustling Leaves, definitely one that you can do Right now, if you're one of those people like me that you like your seasonal fragrances, it's 72. That sounds delightful, Brenda. I think yesterday morning it was on my way in. It was about 72 already, but then it got up to like 92. But yeah, it was really pretty for a while here, which is I'm welcoming a cool down, not cold, definitely. Enjoy your warm weather. It's been no, thank you. I heard that the Midwest, I'm originally from the Midwest, but I've heard that they've had a major cool down. My parents said that they've been having to close their house up because at nighttime it's too cold to leave your windows open. All right, okay. I've made this before. This one definitely. Winter Woods, Fireside Vanilla, and Rustling Leaves. Yes, please. So good. Okay, very, very good. Very, very fresh. Again, multiple different ways that you can blend this. Farmhouse Cider and Sugared Rosemary. That's an intriguing blend. How about that? But that sounds good. How do you guys feel about Farmhouse Flannel? You guys like that one at all? Peach Dump Cake. Did I give you that one? That one sounds good, like familiar. I think that has George Peach in it, doesn't it, Shirley? That sounds really good. I think maybe you made it up. It sounds delicious, though. Do you guys like Farmhouse Flannel? Do you like You love it? Oh, good. Oh, good. I might have just given you a secret. I gave you a secret. Don't tell anyone that I gave it to you. All right. Home for the holidays. Let's see. When I show up at your house, you know I've had my fill. Okay. Well, come on down. Come on down. It's definitely, I understand that. Yeah, I do not miss the cold. Not even a little bit. I tell you what, that's definitely something that I do not miss. But it did take a while to get used to how warm it was here. But it didn't take me long. I guess not terribly long. So many waiting. Okay. All right. I'm just saying that might be exciting. You might definitely want to get on the live on Thursday. No promises. You don't want to miss out on it on Thursday because it might be coming. I might have just shared something. Just saying. All right. Home for the holidays. For those of you looking for Christmas fragrances, look no further. This is it. Okay, Winter Woods. We're gonna use the rest of this Winter Woods in here, and then I'm coming in strong with some Holiday Home. Okay, that is my sandalwood fragrance, and then my aspen pine. Well, I have two actually, the Winter Woods and the Holiday Home. Or no, Winter Woods. Holiday Home has my sandalwood. I stand corrected. So Holiday Home, that's what I was saying at the very beginning. That sandalwood fragrance note, that mixes so well with the amber. So that's what we're doing here. So this has got 3 different blends. Sherry says, take me with you, Shannon. 3 different fragrances. Very, very pretty. Very fresh. Very fantastic. Winter Woods, Aspen Pine, and Holiday Home. I'm calling this one Home for the Holidays. Definitely a Christmas blend. If you wanted to elevate it again, I'd say honestly, you could even throw in, if you bought the 4-bag bundle, this Midnight Moon would be beautiful in it as well because it's got the evergreen in it, a little bit more amber in it. It would definitely be really pretty. So just as a suggestion, so we're going to pour this in a bag. Yes, Winter Woods, Holiday Home, and Aspen Pine. All right. So FYI, just before I hop off of here, and then tomorrow I'm going to have more fun things to share like Farmhouse Flannel. But I'm going to tell you what, it comes with the disclaimer. Here's your disclaimer. So here's your disclaimer. Don't say that I didn't tell you so, that you need to jump on fast, okay? That when we have the vault shows, you never know, those are not guaranteed to stick around forever. You never know, right? Once it sells out, it sells out. So you want to grab it. So if you are watching the vault show and there is something that you see that loads up immediately, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm giving you guys inside tea. Don't sleep on anything, okay? Because I don't want you to miss out on it and then some. So let's talk about this. I only had one secret, Lindsay. I just said that if you liked Farmhouse Flannel that you wanted to come to the vault show on Thursday. This guy is going to sell out today. So this comes for free. This is a free warmer alert, right? Once it sells out, then it's going to be done. So the simmer pot, when you join a 6-month scent flirt, we started this special on Tuesday, and my mind was blown. Whenever you join scent flirt right now, you get this simmer pot for free. Look at it. It's so pretty. It's black marble and it's perfection. And you definitely, farmhouse flannel, it's really pretty, Veronica. I don't have it off the top of my head, but it's definitely one. It's kind of similar to that apple and flannel blanket blend that I just did. So it's really good. You could have immediate access to this gorgeous simmering light. In addition to that, there's all kinds of good stuff, exclusives. Plus, if you do that 6 month, the best part about that is that you immediately lock in that discount. So let me paint you a picture. I joined Scent Flirt today for 6 months. I get the black marble simmer pot. Then on Thursday, when my farmhouse flannel launches, I get 5% off of that. See, I figured it all out. If you're interested in it, definitely go to your consultant's website. Big shout out to my friends out there and join, right? If you don't have one, we are happy to link you up with one, but you'll see that simmer pot. It's definitely a no-brainer, and you're only paying $37 today and you get a simmer pot. So definitely a must. So lots of good stuff. I'm going to be live tomorrow with more fun. We're going to talk about Amber a little bit more. And like I said, the Vault Show. Vault Show is Thursday, and it's filled with good things. Trust me, it's filled with it. So tomorrow, we'll be talking about that. You guys are awesome. I have a lot of blending today, so definitely going to do that. And then some as you place orders. I will be putting all of the things in your packages. So like I said, I promised you double bags. I'm going to deliver. So thank you for being the best part of my job. As always, you guys are amazing. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're talking